Everyone, good to see you guys. So today we want to look at how to make your first $1 million dollars, right, in the real estate market. And I've been doing this series for a while now. I started with the what's it called, the UK market, how to do it in the UK, in the US. And today we're back on how do you do the same in Nigeria. And I'd like you to know that I started this in Nigeria. This is even where I first made my first $1 million in Nigeria real estate market. And so these things I'm teaching you are practical. For those of you who maybe are getting to know me for the first time and you don't know me before, I'm Dr. Stephen Akintayo. I'm the founder of GTEX Homes, one of our subsidiaries. We're a multi-billionaire corporation. We started 6 years ago, 2015. But our business generally, our group of companies started 13 years ago. But our real estate arm started 6 years ago, and we're doing our 60th anniversary. By the way, as you're joining me, share this video at least 50 times on Facebook or WhatsApp, on LinkedIn, across all social media platforms. Tell everybody the Eagle is in the building, and I'm joining you live from Dubai. It's good to be here and joining you live from Dubai. I just got in 2 days ago or so, and I'm excited to be back. No, I got in yesterday, actually. I came in to Dubai yesterday. So it's exciting to be here. How many of you are ready for today's class? If you're ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Come on, everybody talk to me. If you're ready for today's class, type I'm ready. I'd like you to tell me your name and the city you're joining me from. I like to always know my audience before we go straight into the market. Now, how many of you believe you can make $1 million in the Nigerian real estate market? If you believe, type I believe. If you don't believe, type I don't believe. By the way, there's nothing wrong if you don't believe. It's not a crime if you don't believe. And you are very right if you don't believe that you can make $1 million in the real estate market in Nigeria. In fact, here's my own view. I think it's easier to make $1 million in the Nigerian real estate market compared to the UK and the US. Let me say that again. I personally think it's easier to make $1 million in the real estate market in Nigeria compared to that of the UK and the US that I've taught you earlier, because it was a lot easier for me to do. I started a business I started as a broker. I'm not going to be teaching you about that. Then I got a property because I had a skill in selling, and the company had more than 200 acres and they were struggling selling. I said, hey, you sell, you're a man of integrity. As you sell, pay us back. That was how I started development in the real estate sector. I didn't even have to pay a dime when I started, because I got a company who needed a marketer who were able to say, you know what, we'll give you 50 acre out of our 250 acre. As you sell, you pay us. That's how I started, really. Okay? And today we've built a multi-billionaire real estate company. We have offices all over. And I believe you too can do the same. Tell me your name and your city. So please share this video, everyone. Okay? So please share. Everybody share. Share across all social media platforms. At least share this video 50 times on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn. Just hit the share button. So I started my business, like I said to you, 6 years ago in the real estate market. I got this company who had over 250 plots, 250 acres. And they said, Dr. Stephen, you are known to be a reputable digital marketing consultant. You're good in selling. We're going to give you 50 acres. So they gave me 50 acres. And I started selling, and I paid them off. As I sell, I pay. And today we have more than 20 estates today. More than 20 estates. In fact, we are opening a new estate in Asaba. I don't know if you're excited. GTEx Homes in Asaba. If you're excited, type I'm excited. So we're everywhere. We're in Abuja, we're in Abeokuta, we're in Ibadan, we're in different parts in Lagos, and God has been faithful. So I'm going to be sharing with you what I used and how you can do the same. So if you're ready today, type I am ready, I am ready, I am ready. Come on, everybody, talk to me. If you're ready, type I am ready, I am ready, I am ready. Share this video 50 times, guys. Okay, share 50 times. So the first model I'm going to be teaching you today, okay, is the cheapest. It requires just little amount for you to start. Very cheap, very easy to do. And it's called short lease management, housing management, short lease housing management. Everybody type short lease housing management. Come on, everybody talk to me. Type short lease housing management. That's the first time I want to share with you. I have a student. I probably will bring him tomorrow. He's going to be sharing his testimony. He learned this also on one of his, he learned this from me, and he started in Abuja and he's doing very well. And how do you start this real estate business? Now, I'm going to be, in the course of this whole day, showing you about 8 different ways to make money in the real estate sector. For you to make $1 million, you may need to combine all. You may need to stick to just one, but over time, you can grow your assets into $1 million. All is left to you. You determine how you go about this. But everybody, I want to type number 1, short lease apartment. Everybody type short lease housing management. Short lease housing management, number 1. Short lease housing management. Now, how do you do this? Okay, you look for properties like 5-bedroom in a very high net worth location. 5-bedroom or 4-bedroom in a high net worth location. So if you're doing Lagos, you look at VI, you look at Ikoyi, you look at Lekki Phase 1, Lekki Phase 2. If you're doing this in Abuja, you're looking at doing this in areas like Asokoro. You're looking at Gusape. You're looking at Maitama. Asokoro is very good for this. Asokoro and Maitama are very good for this. Now, how do you do this? You rent this particular apartment and you get a permission. Though in Nigeria, I'm not sure you necessarily need a permission. But if you think you are dealing with a landlord that is very strict, you may get his permission to sublease that apartment. Okay? And what do you do to that 5-bedroom? You turn the living room to general living room for everybody. You furnish it. You furnish each of the rooms. And then you begin to list it as singular rooms. Singular rooms. Now, what is going to happen is, let's assume, and we're going to analyze the cost. By the way, welcome everybody. Dr. Stephen Akintayo here. I'm Africa's most influential investment coach. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I started GTEx Homes. We started GTEx Homes 6 years ago. And we're a multi-billion-naira real estate company. And I'm sharing what I've done. So what I'm teaching you today is not motivational speech. It's practical thing that has worked for me. You could Google GTEx Homes, do your research. You know how many assets we have. By the way, share this video 50 times as we're trying to empower people and educate people and help a lot of people to learn how to build wealth themselves. So you do your friends a favor by sharing this video 50 times. Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, across all platforms. Please do that now. Share, share, share. Now, an average 5-bedroom in Ikoyi, if you're going to rent it, goes for 15 million, right? 15 million Nigerian naira. Some goes higher. Some are more expensive than 15 million, okay? But an average goes for 15 million, an average 5-bedroom. If you see a 6-bedroom, 7-bedroom, beautiful. In fact, the more the rooms, the better this model, okay? The more the rooms, the better this model. So 15 million naira is actually what you pay as rent. Now, in Abuja, it's a bit higher, some, maybe 20 to 25. But let's use the Ikoyi model as a practical one. Now, if you charge 15,000, even though now I think it's 20,000 average room in Ikoyi, if you are doing like Airbnb or private short lets in Ikoyi, is now 20,000 25,000 naira per day. Some are doing 25,000 per day. But let's even say because you're just starting, you want to attract people, so you are charging a little bit cheaper. Okay? So you do 20,000 naira per day. So 20,000 multiplied by 365. Okay? 20,000 multiplied by 365, isn't it? No, sorry, 20,000, yeah. 20,000 naira multiplied by, hello guys, are we learning? 20,000 multiplied by 365, that gives us 7.3 million. Multiplied by 5, because you have 5 rooms, that gives you 36.5 million. Can you see that? 36.5 million is your revenue. Okay? Now, how much are you paying as rent? You are paying 15 million as rent. You have how much as balance? You have 21 million as your profit. But you know, it's not every day people will rent their apartment. Okay? So let's assume we're taking away an extra 3 million because of the days people didn't rent their apartment. You are left with 18 million. Let's assume you also spent for other damages, repair, furnishing, you put in a huge 8 million. What then becomes your profit in your first year, ladies and gentlemen? Your first year. Your profit margin becomes, of course, salary, everything goes on the 8 million on top. You make your first profit, which is 10 million naira. Okay? Now, how many of you think 10 million naira is a good deal? If you think it's a good deal, type is a good deal. It's a good deal. Come on, guys, talk to me. If you think this is a good deal, type is a good deal. It's a good deal. I like a very interactive class. I like you to engage me, and I like you to share this video 50 times, right? Because if I'm gossiping here, okay, about somebody's sex tape, all of you will have been watching. You even share before I ask you to share. Now, I'm teaching you how you make money, right? And how your friends will make money. If your friends are rich, even if your enemies are rich, they will not be able to gossip about you. I've met many billionaires in my life. I'm yet to meet a billionaire that is a gossiper. So if you want to help your enemies, let them be rich. They will leave you alone. It's poverty that is making people hate you. Okay? So share this video 50 times. Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, across all social media platforms. So if you think this is a good deal, type this is a good deal. So your first year, you make 10 million naira in profit. Now, one of the things you can do once you succeed in your first deal is to raise investment. Show your bank statement to a couple of friends who have money. Show them how you've been able to do this model. Show them how you've consistently managed one of those properties and how it worked. Okay, and how you need their support to be able to do that. Now, through your friends and family, even in the 6th month of proper structure, where they could see that this thing work well, they will invest with you. How many of you agree with me that people will invest with you, giving you their money, if they see that you have a good, you've run successfully for 6 months? If you agree, type I agree. If you can prove to your friends, okay, that successfully for 6 months you're able to manage 5 bedroom and you stay profitable, do you agree friends will invest for a profit, for a little profit? Okay, so now you can get, let's say, another extra. Remember, 15 million was the first that you did. Okay, that same year you can decide to say, I'm raising another 30 million. And don't tell me it's impossible. I raised 100 million in 1 week. No, I've had 200 million in 1 week. I raised 200 million in 1 week. People invested with me. The only thing you need, let me tell you this, it's not money you need, it's integrity you need. I want everybody to type that. It's not money you need in business, it's integrity you need. If you have integrity, people will give you money. Right now, we're about launching one of our new estates in Asaba. We have not even launched. I was sharing with several of them, were saying we want to pay. I said, no, wait till tomorrow when we will give you the details of the estate. People are already on my neck that they want to make payment. All you need is integrity. All this, hey, Dr. Stephen, if I can get money, I need 20 million. If you can, is integrity. If you have integrity, people will give it. There are more people who have money. Do you know how people are chasing me with money? Right, that they want to invest with me? Because integrity, no, I won't run away with their money. Once you have integrity, People will give you their money. All this, the Nigerian economy is bad. That's why I couldn't grow my business. Is a lie. Prove that you have integrity. Is not money that you need, is integrity. If people know that if they give you their money, I remember somebody was sharing with me. He said, "Are you sure Nigeria is not a place I'll put in my money?" He's a foreign investor. And by the time I need to collect my money, somebody will put a gun in my head. I said, no, we're not that bad. We're not that bad. But the truth is that there's money everywhere. I want everybody to type, there's money everywhere. Everybody come on, type, money everywhere. Money everywhere. I just came back from London, meeting 40 investors who told me they're ready to invest billions of dollars in our real estate company in Nigeria. I had to say, hold on, we are not ready yet. Okay, because of the instability in dollar, we want to be sure the Nigerian economy is stable before we start taking foreign investment. That is how easy it is to get money. But you see, it will not come if you have not proven your track record. That's why I say 6 months, run the thing and be profitable. Be able to show results that in 6 months of running this particular short-let apartment, you were profitable. Right? After you do it for 6 months, raise capital, 30 million to do 2 more. Okay? To do 2 more. Now, if you raise money to do 2 more, what then happens is that you will make 20 million your first year. In terms of, remember, you have 6 months left to run this new one. So they will both bring 5 million each in terms of profit based on the calculation we're doing. Then the first one will bring 10 million. So you have 20 million in your first month. Now, what will happen in your second year, in your first year rather? In your second year, you can keep 5 million and put in another 15 million into another property. Suddenly, your property move from what? From 3 to 4. You now have 4 properties in your second year, right? Now, if both of them produce 10 million profit each, you have 40 million in profit, right, in your second year. But this is not just it. The next good news. Can everybody type good news? Good news, good news. Everybody type good news. The next good news is the fact that you can then, at that point, do a video of all these 4 properties that you currently manage and do a paid advert. That if you have a property, many people in Maitama, if you go to Maitama and Asokoro, if you go to Ikoyi and Victoria Land, so many properties that are empty, nobody's doing anything with them. Okay? I don't know if you agree with me. If you agree, type I agree. Many of the houses in Ikoyi, in Victoria Island, in Maitama, in Asokoro, they are empty. Some of them for 5 years, for 6 years. Nobody living in those houses. And it's because the owners did not find credible people that they can hand it over to. So if you do a documentary video of how you've been managing 4 apartments in the last 2 years, you've managed it very well, it's been profitable, and you let this new landlord know that, look, whatever is the rent they want to collect, right, you are willing to partner with them to manage the property, and instead of them collecting just 15 million, you can increase the rent to as much as what? 20 million. Okay? And you will take a certain percentage because you are the one running it, and that you are willing to use your money to furnish it. So what will happen is that in the second year, you can get 10 more properties that you didn't even pay for. It was as tenants are paying that you are paying the landlord. So many expensive houses in Abuja that they are just locked up. And one of the reasons that some of the owners are not in Nigeria, and the people they try to give it to were trying to swindle them. Some of the owners are in Nigeria, but they are old retirees in Abuja who just don't trust most of the agents. They feel many of them want to swindle them. And they're just like, you know what, let me lock it up. Okay, lock it up. So if you can prove, show your details. Now from just 4 apartments you are managing, by the second year you can increase it to 15 or 20. How many of you are getting value, by the way? If you're getting value, type I'm getting value. If you can see the money, type I can see the money. In short lease housing management, okay? Short lease housing management, just short. So these people who come in, they stay 1 day, 2 days, 1 week. You can use sites like Airbnb. You can use sites like hotel.ng. Okay, you list the property on those sites, right? Once you have them, so people book from those sites and they come and rent your property. So Airbnb, booking.com, hotel.ng, a lot of this. Some people don't like to stay in hotels. They like short lease apartment. Some of the reasons why they prefer them is because it's almost still double like a hotel, because like a house, because there's a kitchen. They can, in fact, some people, one of the things you could do is some of those houses, you can decide to get them a private chef and charge for that separately. That will be cooking for some of them. You can choose to be doing concierge service, where some of them, you pick them up from the airport. And this season is the best season, from October down to December, to January rather. Is the period a lot of people are traveling, a lot of them are coming back, and they are looking for short lead apartment they can stay, that has a kitchen, so they can cook their desired meal, because in a hotel, you have to buy the hotel food, and people just want that home feel. And this is very good in mainland. You can do this in Magodo, you can do this in Omole phase 1 and phase 2. These are places you can do. Ogudu, you can do it also in Ogudu. Okay? Are you getting value at all? Did you get value? If you got value, type I got value, I got value, I got value. So that's the first model, how to make your first $1 million. Now, if you use this model, I promise you, in the next 5 years, the value of the properties asset that you have is not going to be less than $1 million. It's not going to be less than $1 million if you follow this model. But please note that the ingredients for this to work is sound management. Sound management, you must work with very skillful people, right? You cannot do sentiment. You can't begin to employ your family members because you now own a business, which is where people make mistakes, right? GTEX Homes has over 300 staff. None of them is my relative. Not because I don't want relative, but the yardstick are very strict. Nobody will treat you like you are my sibling if you work in my company. So my brother tried to. He saw that nobody, the rules are strict. He resigned. My own blood brother, same father, same mother. So if you want to be successful in business, you better run it professionally. You better be strict and run it properly. Okay? Because many of us, we want to run business and we turn it to, Owambe for family and friends. That won't work. Number 2, you must have integrity. Okay? If you don't have integrity, people will give you their house for you to manage for them. Okay? And they will be disappointed. Look at it. Every property we bought for our clients in Dubai, virtually all of them gave us the property to manage for them. Now, 2 things has happened. All of them, we've rented out all their apartments. All of them. Okay? Everybody who bought property from me in Dubai and told our company to manage the property for them, we've gotten tenant for all of them. And as the tenant paid, we notified them and they got their rent. Okay? Integrity. I want everybody to type integrity. So we got here. You say everybody type Dr. Stevie, Dr. Stevie. We got here by integrity. All right? If it goes right, we let you know. If it goes bad, we still tell you. Because business, it doesn't always go well. But your ability to be honest, integrity is communicating what you promise. And if anything changes, still communicating it. Doing what, making your yes a yes and your no a no. And if anything change, you communicate it. Because why many of you, and you can't succeed in real estate business, because what goes wrong? Real estate is capital intensive. And if you don't have strong integrity, you're going to lose it. Because people won't trust you. I remember asking somebody who bought property from us here in Dubai. The man invested over $1 million or so. And I remember asking when I finally met him, the man paid $1 million for property in Dubai without ever meeting me. I saw him the day he came to collect his key to his property here in Dubai before I traveled the last time. So I had to ask him, I said, Oga, I need to know. There must be something I'm doing right that make people like you to trust me without knowing me. We never met. This man didn't even come to our office in Dubai, whether we have office or whether it's true, it's not true. And he paid. So I said, why did you do that? Many people are scared. People will tell you, we have to be careful. Oh, we have to be careful. I said, why? And the man said to me, he said, based on your teachings and what you do, I just knew that you must have had integrity to be this way, to have gone this far. Because the level of people I see around you, the caliber of people, the way you carry yourself, the way you are so open and everywhere, I knew that there is no way, if you had not been doing it, it will have caught up with you. So I knew that my money was safe with you. So it's important to say it. If this number one, short lease housing management will work, and the opportunities are endless. In fact, they are endless. Ikoyi, Victoria Island, there are empty houses, people looking for who, right, to give them to. And one foolish man just said $1 million. In your mind now, everybody who has $1 million stole it, right? And that's why you are poor. You see, poverty is of the mind, right? First of all, not only is it that you don't think you can have $1 million, in your mind, everybody who has $1 million is a thief. In your mind. In your mind. Let me tell you, the man who sent that message. Your younger brother's age mate is the owner of Paystack. Yeah, your younger brother's age mate, if not even your son's age mate. They invested, how much do you think they invested in Paystack? $200 million. These two guys are in Nigeria. $200 million came to meet them in Nigeria. Some of you don't have a clue how much money people are making legitimately. Okay? Forget even politicians. Must they be politicians? I know a guy I know here in Dubai. He lives in Burj Khalifa. Burj Khalifa. This guy started an online, he partnered with a particular university in the UK. So they started the online version of the university, right? And this online university, as I speak to you, does more than $500,000 every month. The guy lives in Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. That's how rich he is. You don't know how people have made credible, legitimate money. And I think it's you that is losing when you have that mindset. Okay? Because when you have a mindset that when people have money, I remember my mentor saying this to me. I was in the university. Very lovely car passed. I was still in the university. I'll never forget. I think I was 19. And I just said, see them. Who knows how they got the money? Because it was a beautiful car. I was a student. My mentor looked at me and said, Stephen, never you say this again. Never you say this again. So not everybody who is living a good life, who has a good car, is a thief. Some work legitimately for it. He said, and once you have this mindset, not only will you carry a wrong mindset, you have also blocked yourself from prosperity, because you've told your subconscious, your generation cannot be a rich man. That's what you said to your mind. You've told your subconscious, in your family, you can't be a millionaire in dollars. And thank God that mentor rebooked me, the same way I'm rebooking this young man. That is the reason why I'm a billionaire today, right? Because if I carry that mindset, and I'm not a politician, I've never even contested any election, I've never even collected contract from any government, right? All my business has always been customer based. But the reason is because somebody changed my mindset and said, Stephen, not every rich man stole money or is a politician, is a criminal. Some made their money legitimately. So I hope that guy is a bonus point, but I hope he's changed his mind. Please share this video 50 times across all social media platforms. Okay, share. Okay, please share. If you are late to this video, you can go watch it all over again. I mentioned how to start. Okay, like I told you, Oga, you need mentorship. All these things we're teaching you, I am opening your mind. The first thing I'm doing is to open your mind to the possibilities. If you want to go into them, you still need proper mentorship. You need training on your own. There are books on how to run short leads. There are videos on how to run short leads. There are coaching programs I run in real estate. You need to go for them. But on your own, there are free videos on YouTube. Go and watch them and learn how to manage a short lease apartment. I've bought the video. That's even how I learned this. I learned this from a guy who built over $1 million from Airbnb. Right? In fact, the guy now started a coaching program around it and did over $2 million coaching people on how to do Airbnb. Right? The guy is known on Forbes as a very wealthy guy in this business. So for me, I had to learn it also, and I paid to learn. And I've opened you up to the possibility of it. You want more mentorship? Yes, why not come for it? I want you to know that anything of value comes at a cost. I want everybody to type it. Anything of value comes at a cost. Please share this video 50 times so that more people can be empowered. On Facebook, on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn. Share, everybody. Okay? Anything of value comes with a cost. I want everybody to type that. Anything of value comes with a cost. Anything of value comes with a cost. Anything of value comes with a cost. Everybody share. Okay, so share this video 50 times. Are you ready for number 2? If you're ready, type I'm ready. Okay, number 2 way to make $1 million in the real estate market in Nigeria. If you're ready, type I'm ready. Okay, type I'm ready. Please share this video as many times as possible. Share, get everybody in here. Number 2 is called rental income. I want everybody to type rental income. Everybody type rental income. Okay, everybody, that's number 2, rental income. What is rental income? Basically, rental income is income that comes basically from the process of buying a house and choosing to rent the house out for a residual income. So you buy a house for the purpose of rental, not for the purpose of living in it. Now, one of the biggest mistakes many of us make when it comes to real estate or housing is we are wired to buy a house for our own personal use. And this is why many of the houses that you even see that are abandoned in Ikoyi, in Victoria Island, in Banana Island, in Asokoro, in Metama, that's the problem. Many of those owners, when they were building those houses, they were building it for themselves. They were younger, their children were around, so they needed to build 8 bedroom, 10 bedroom. Now, the children are all grown up. Many of their children are not even in Nigeria. Okay? And they cannot stay alone in a big house. So many of them have moved to smaller houses, or some have even relocated to go and meet their children and be staying with their children. Right? They are tired of the big house that there's nobody living in it. So one big thing that you need to understand when buying a property, think of how to make money. Think of ROI. Think of rental income. I do this a lot for my clients here in Dubai and Nigeria. And so when you're buying property, how can I buy a property that I can rent out and I can get cash flow? I want you to write this quotable quote down. The only proof that you are financially free is when you have consistent cash flow. Everybody type it. The only proof that you are financially free is when you have consistent cash flow. Cash flow is king, not cash. Ability for money to come, and come, and come, and come. And it's rental income that guarantees that. Particularly coming in a way that you're not having to do more work. Because when you buy a house and you rent it out, okay, you don't do work about it, right? There's no more physical work you need to do. And till 50 years, 100 years, almost till you die, that house keeps bringing money. However, there are 2 strategies you must deploy when doing rental income. Are you ready? If you're ready, type I'm ready. Strategies for rental income, okay? Number 1, good location. Location. Now, biggest mistake many people make when they are trying to do real estate is they go and buy where they can afford, and sometimes, or they go and buy where they like. So I've seen people who said, Me, I don't like island because it's waterlogged. There's always water. Me, I cannot do island. Now, what most people don't know, rental income on the island is higher than the mainland, except for in Omole, Magodo, and Ogudu. And even in Omole, Magodo, and Ogudu, the rental income is not still as high as in Lekki and Ikoyi. So I give you an example. Sometimes the prices could be as high. Sometimes you could find a house, a 5-bedroom house to buy in Lekki Phase 1 for as from 120 million to 180 million. In Magodo, it's about the same price. Now, in Magodo, how much per year? You probably will see 6 million, 7 million in Magodo, right? To rent a 5-bedroom. The same 5-bedroom in VI, in Lekki Phase, let's even say Lekki Phase 1. Lekki Phase 1 will still ask you to pay 15 million. The same 5-bedroom. Okay? So, what is the lesson here? Even though you do not like island because there's water, you should not buy the house because you want to live in it. Buy it because you need cash flow. Can everybody type cash flow? Cash flow. Everybody type cash flow. Buy it because you need cash flow. So the cash flow keeps coming, right? Even though you're not living on the island. I don't live yet on the island. Yet I have 4 estates on the island. 4. Why? Island is where people, the value of property appreciate faster on the island. It's not sentiment. Real estate should not be emotions or sentiment. The only time you should engage emotion is when you are ready to live in your house. And I tell people, now I want to ask you a question. Between the house you are going to live in and the house you are going to rent out, which one should you buy first? Okay, I want an answer. Let's say right now, I'm a tenant. I don't have a house of my own, right? Between building my own house that I'm going to be living in, okay, and building a house just so that I can rent it out for somebody else to rent, which one do you think I should do first? The house I want to be living for myself or the house that I want to rent out? And yet I'm a tenant right now. So I'm a tenant, but I got money. Okay, I got money. And that money is enough for me to build a house. So between building a house so that I will live in it, me and my family, and we're not paying rent again, and just building a house, continue to be a tenant, and then build a house and rent it out, which one should I do first? So I'm seeing people saying rent out first, rent out first. You guys are very smart. You are very right. Rental should be the first thing you do. Let me tell you how you do it. You build a house, you rent it out, you can take the tenant money to begin to pay for the rent of where you live. And I'll tell you the reason why. Many times, the kind of taste you have, okay, you may not be able to afford it now. And if you're able to afford it, it's a waste of money at the moment. And I'll give you an example. Sometimes the kind of taste some of you have is that there's marble in your house, is that your house looks in a certain way. You have this dream of your dream house, right? You have a dream of how you want your own house to look like. Now, the money that is going to come for you to make it look that way. Now, I'll give you a very practical story. So I had this couple reach out to me some years ago and said, Dr. Stephen, what do we do? We started building a particular house in a location in Lagos, right? By the time we were done building the house, we realized that we are not comfortable living in that house. Because that neighborhood, the kind of people who live there, our tastes have changed. We realized that we wanted an estate. Unfortunately, we cannot afford an estate. Okay? And that house we've built, we're wrong to have built because our children will not move there. I've told my husband, we're not moving there. Because the people in that neighborhood, I don't want my children to grow up in that kind of neighborhood. What do you think my answer was? I said, first of all, if you had told me before you started building, I would have told you build for rent and not for living. I said, but find a way to remodel the house, in such a way, she said, because the way they built it, they just wasted, they wanted each of the living room to be very big, spacious. I said, again, if you have told me, I would have told you, build it in a way you can rent it out so that you maximize the land. So on a 600 square meter, you are able to build how many? 3 to 4 units, right? And rent out the entire 4 units. The money you are generating from there, go and live in your Magodo. Rent a bigger house that is in your taste in Magodo, live there, right? While you continue to build more, a time will come. The money tenants are paying in all these various houses you've built, or when you sell these houses you've built, maybe sell 1 or 2, it will be enough for you to build your desired dream home in Magodo. Okay? When you are done doing that, or when you are done taking rent from all these various houses, is enough for you to build. Let me give you a story of a woman that did this. This woman, every month, she was a civil servant, every money she makes, she kept buying properties. She will buy, she will build, buy, build. Now, she was living in Ikeja, and this was years ago. But anywhere there's land, they said they are selling land, she will buy. So she bought this particular land. When she went to Ikoyi, this was years ago, she wanted to buy Ikoyi, they said, that her money could not cover Ikoyi. So the place they showed her is one marshy land. Very marshy. You can't even go there. Everywhere is water. She surveyed the place, got her document, kept it. 10 years later, true story, some people came to her, is it 10 years later or 15 years later? Some people came to her and said they heard she's the owner of a particular property in a place that is now called Banana Island. This is a true story. And that they have 200 million naira to pay her. She said 200 million. Of course, she wanted the money, but when she heard 200 million, her brain was like, what? This was the property she bought for, I think, less than 10 million. So she was like, no, something is wrong. So she went, traced her land, and saw that some private developer had partnered. They started Banana Island, building, blah, 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 blah. Say, she said, I won't sell this one. I'll just keep it. 1 year later, the same set of people came back and said they want to buy it for 500 million. True story. He said, this one, if I don't quickly do something on that land, I'll be in trouble. They probably will encroach on it. So she sold her house in Ikeja. True story. Sold one of her other house, moved into she rented an apartment in Ikeja and started living as a tenant. She didn't tell anybody. She started building 4 units in Banana Island. 4 units on that land. Started building. She was a tenant. In fact, most of her mates started mocking her. In other words, to say, somebody, you are rich now, you are not rich tomorrow, may we not have it. They started mocking her because they could not believe people would come and say, hope there is nothing. She said, there's nothing. Hey, I hope this one is not a spiritual attack. How can you sell your house and go and become a tenant? She cuckoo knew what she was doing. So she continued to build that property in Banana Island. And voila, she completed. This is many years ago. Completed it. Guess what she did? Invited all the same people who were mocking her to the launch of her 4 unit. Now, the rent she was getting in Ikeja before that time was, 3 million per annum. This was many years ago. Guess the rent she was getting in Banana Island? 15 million per annum. And she lived in one. From her own particular unit, so it was 4 units, she lives in one. From her own unit, she's seen Adenuga's house. That's how this civil servant woman became a billionaire. Can somebody type, this will be me one day? Come on, everybody. I want to type, this will be my story one day. Everybody type in right now. This will be my story one day. This will be my story one day. So number 1 rule, if you're going to do rental, is location. Now, when I'm saying location, it's not necessary that you have to say, no, I must go and buy a house in Banana Island. You don't have the money for Banana Island. It's not compulsory to say, no, I will not do anything less than Lekki Phase 1. No. But when we say, right, location, there are certain locations that may not even be in a big location, but they have a plan for that location. So let me give you an example. I move a lot with elders, and that's why I'm very wise. Okay, I give myself that compliment. I'm a wise man, but I move a lot with elders. I remember going to one of my. He's even a pastor, but very, he's in his 70s. Baba is pastor is 70 something. I think 77 now, 75, I guess. And I went to his house in Magodo, phase 1. And he took me around and he was telling me, he said, do you know when I moved to this house in the 90s, I used to use shotgun to kill monkeys. I used to literally go kill bushmeat. He said, in fact, everybody gathered and started telling me something's wrong with me. That why will I come to this bush? My friends were not visiting me. They said, we will come to that your bush. I'm talking about Magodo phase 1. Magodo phase 1. That everybody now, Magodo, we want to move to Magodo. But what was unique about Magodo? Planning, town planning. I want everybody to say town planning. Okay? Or physical planning, or planning. That's just, everybody type planning. Housing planning, or estate planning. Just type estate planning. So sometimes, the estate may even not be in so-called highbrow location, but there is a planning for that estate. There's a plan to fence it around. There's a plan to have his own association, to have electricity, to do internal road. Once there is town planning for a particular property, the value of that property is more than 1,000% higher than anybody around it. And I'm telling you to take this serious. Because this is where many of you miss it. And I've seen people miss it over and over again. Where they do not know that when they say they are doing estate, don't joke with it. You see all these MQ Abiola estates in Alausa, Jakonde estate. Do you know when Jakonde started those projects, civil servant told me, older now, one of them 84. When I met him, Baba is now 86. Baba said they used to tell Jakonde that he would be the one to go and live in the forest. The whole of Opebi, the whole of Ikeja was thick forest, Alausa forest. That's why they put the airport in Lagos in Ikeja. It was forest. In fact, they used to do rituals in Opebi. You do not go even in broad daylight. You do not walk in Opebi, you run. Because it was location for rituals. Today, those locations are, for you to have property there, you must be wealthy. But when the government started those planning, some people discarded. Some people mocked it. Some people felt, what are they talking about? So always look for planning, well-planned estate, even if there is nothing showing the plan. Because most of these estates that you like today, it took 40 years. Some of them, this is the 35th year of building that estate. Some 50 years. So when they started, it was bare land, nothing there. They were just talking, we will do internal road, we will do this. They just had this plan, this layout of this will be road, this will be this will be that. But please value such properties more than any other one. It's not about cheap property all the time. It's about what is the town planning? What is the plan? Is it an estate structure? Because once it has an estate structure, the value goes way up. That's the secret. Are you learning, guys? If you are learning, type I'm learning. Share this video 50 times, guys. Okay? Share this video 50 times. Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, across all social media platforms. Everybody, share. If you are learning, type I'm learning. Okay? Get everybody in here. Their lives will change with what we're teaching. So, location is number one. Number two, location with good town planning. With planning, it could be, they may not even do anything yet. As long as it's on paper that we'll do this, we'll fence round, we'll do the road, we'll do this, take it very serious. Okay? Okay? Very serious. Is a big game changer. It's going to change your life if you take advantage of it. Someone say, why is it that I don't reply my mail? I believe because I'm not the only one. We get too many mails coming in. And as much as we have more than 5 people, there's so much we're attending to. So apologies for that. But I advise you to call the office line. They will attend to you. Okay? So, but we always attend to our mail, just that there are many mails that keep coming. So I've just pinned the office line for you. You can call that number and they will attend to you. But are you guys learning? If you are learning, guys, can you type, I'm learning, I'm learning, I'm learning. I want to be sure I have good listeners here. Okay? And please share this video across. So, number 1 is location. Number 2, good location. So like, oh, I'm getting Ibejuleki, I'm getting Ikorodu, all that location. Because of future planning, I'm getting Ibejuleki because there's Dangote refinery. That's good. But aside that, is also, aside location, is also good town planning. Okay? Places that have good town planning are places you want to invest in. Because ultimately, the town planning increase the value of the property, right? Because more people eventually come into that area. Okay? Have you gotten value today? So I'm going to stop there on number 2. Are you ready for number 3? Way to make $1 million in real estate. For those of you just joining us, I'm Dr. Stephen Akintayo. I'm Africa's most influential investment coach. I teach people how to make money. I myself started my business with 1,000 Nigerian naira, and I've grown to become a multi-billion-naira corporation. You could Google my name, follow me across social media to know me better and what I've done. I've written 36 books. One of them is called The Billionaire Habit. It's my latest book. It's a life-changing book. People have given testimony about the impact of the book all over the world, and you should get a copy of it. Okay? And today I'm sharing how to make your first $1 million in Nigeria real estate. I've taught how to make $1 million in the UK. I've taught how to make $1 million in real estate in the US. And today I'm teaching you for Nigerian market. So number 3, if you're ready for number 3, type, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Number 3, property agent. I want everybody to type property agent. Okay, property agent. Now, this is one of my biggest stories. So I started also by selling for companies. Where I learned real estate was by selling for other real estate companies. I always tell people this. If you really want to be successful in the real estate market, you need to sell for other companies. That is how you learn. The man who taught me real estate was able to show me some ropes because I was selling for him. It's easy for him to be loyal to showing me. And my brother also worked with him. So there was that place of service. I've taught you guys many times that there are 2 ways to get a mentor. You either serve your mentor or you pay your mentor. Right? So when you're a property agent, what do you do as a property agent? You refer people to buy properties from a credible real estate company and you get a commission. Okay? It's one of the easiest things to do. I never believed I could make crazy money. Let me give you an example of how powerful this business is. So some of you think this is crazy. We opened our Dubai office in January because in Nigeria, we now develop our own property. Okay? And so we're no longer doing agency in Nigeria, but we're doing agency in Dubai and in US and the UK. We opened our Dubai company, agency company, in January. As of today, we've done over $10 million. Can everybody type $10 million in Dubai alone? Everybody, can you type $10 million in Dubai? $10 million from property agency. So how much is my commission? Yes, $10 million in Dubai alone that we've done in sales. So when I tell you how to make your first $1 million, some of you are laughing. These are not theories. Every time I'm teaching you, I've done it. Okay? It's not a story. Details Homes Dubai has sold more than $10 million in real estate property. We're going to be announcing the exact figure for you in December. Okay, our target is $20 million. Okay, you know, for this year in Dubai is to do $20 million in this year in Dubai. So this is practical, it's real. You can do it. You follow the formula and you can do, and you can also be an agent under us. I'm going to be giving you the link for you to sign up, because some people are already asking, how do I become an agent under you? You can be an agent under us and you still get commission on every sale that you bring. Now, what is unique about what we've done is to make your own job easier. If you're an agent under GTEx Homes, all you do is referral. You do not even do any work. It's called GTEx and Associates. That's the name of our program, GTEx and Associates. All you do is referral. Just give us the contact of somebody who can afford to pay. Simple. We will take care of the rest. We'll pick the person from the airport if they visit Dubai. We have some juicy offers. We have trainings that we do, regular training. Every month we do training. We do weekly trainings. We have different packages, but you can join for free and then upgrade to either the gold or the platinum package of our program. So how many of you want to join the GTEx agency program? Then I will tell you 3 secrets of a super property agent. Are you ready? 3 secrets of a super property agent. I'll just pin it. The website is portal.gtexhomes.com. portal.gtexhomes.com. Go and register anywhere in the world, whether you want to be an agent in UK, in US, in Dubai, in Nigeria. Go and register on that site. portal.gtexhomes.com. I've pinned it, whether you live in Dubai, anywhere. Also, I have an event here in Dubai on how to build wealth, how to become a financial giant here in Dubai. What are the secrets I'm using here? I don't live here, and I'm making millions of dollars in Dubai. So 3 strategies for you to be able to make cool cash as a property agent here in Dubai. Number 1 way to be a super agent, right, and be able to make money is to use digital marketing. I want everybody to type digital marketing. Everybody type digital marketing. Now, one of the major problem of agents is leads. How many of you agree with me? How do I meet rich people who can afford to buy expensive property? How many of you agree that's one of the biggest problem of property agents? If you agree, type I agree. So the secret to that, okay, is digital marketing. Your ability to know how to generate leads online, sell property online is how you do this. Now, my first ever customer in my life, okay, ever in my life, was BlackBerry. How many of you remember BlackBerry Broadcast? If you remember BlackBerry Broadcast, type I remember. BlackBerry Broadcast. I was very good in writing. Then every morning I do very motivational, inspirational write-ups. That's what I used to do then. I just do a good, very encouraging write-ups. But I didn't know I could turn it to money. And when I started selling property, so at the end of my write-up, I would just put, and say, hey, for you to build real wealth, you need to own a property. Chat me up if you want to buy property today. And so I'll do the BlackBerry broadcast to all my BlackBerry contacts. Like I said, I used to have enough people following me that time because I used to do articles on BlackBerry and I broadcast it to everybody. Today, WhatsApp replaced that for me. If you're on my WhatsApp, you know every day you must get a broadcast, sometimes twice from me. If you're on my BlackBerry, I just do it. Only a fool throws away their winning ticket. Even though I'm a billionaire today, I still do daily WhatsApp broadcast. Only a fool throws away their winning ticket. If something worked for you, don't say you are too big to do it. That's why many people fail. The secret that took you to the top is like a ladder. Okay? If you get to the top and you say you don't need the ladder that brought you up, and you toss the ladder away, what happened? You're coming down. And many people have made that mistake. You made it through certain strategy. Don't throw the strategy away because you think you are big now. Keep at it. Keep at it. Everybody type, keep at the strategy that works. Everybody type, keep at the strategy that works. So for me, I'll do BlackBerry broadcast, and that was how I made my first customer. In fact, the day the customer came to the office to pay, because it wasn't my company, it was another company I was marketing for. The day the customer came to the office to pay was the day I was meeting the customer for the first time in my life. Okay? First time, the day the customer came to pay was the day I was meeting the customer. I've never met the customer in my life. So when you do digital marketing, Facebook paid adverts, Instagram paid adverts, YouTube paid adverts, okay? You will attract people who are rich. On a normal day, you won't be able to access them. Their secretary will block you. Their PA will block you. Their bodyguard will block you. But through social media, you can meet anybody you want to meet in this world. You can meet them. You just need to target your advert to certain age, certain demography, certain, type of people. Now, there is more training you need. Let me do disclaimer. All these things I'm teaching you, these are intro. Can everybody type, this is intro to making $1 million. Disclaimer. This is not everything. Because many of us are mistaken. You hear small training on YouTube, you say you know it all. You need to come for further training. You need to humble yourself and learn more. Right? This thing is not overnight. Please, and I need to emphasize this. You don't become rich overnight. Okay? You have to learn more. Knowledge is not a destination, but a journey. So keep at the strategy that works. And this is an intro, bringing you into that circle. Number 2 strategy, if you want to be a super sales agent. Okay? Go to location where rich people are. Many of you are so intimidated. When you hear they play golf, you say, me, I don't know how to play golf. Let me say this to you. 2 years ago, I didn't know how to play golf. I heard rich people play golf. I went to start learning. I made a fool of myself when I started playing golf. In fact, when I do some video and I put it on social media, people will start laughing at me. But today, I'm a good golfer. And guess what? Some of my best friends today, I met them in the golf course. And many of them are very rich people. Right? So where do rich people hang out? Golf courses, expensive hotels. So there are some things that we do. Some of you think that we do these things to brag, to show off. I don't know you. How can I show off to you? I don't know you. I don't know you. A lot of time when people see my Rolls Royce show, I have a show called Investment Chat in a Rolls Royce. And they see the video, say, if I remember a news anchor, and we saw you roll in a roller. Okay, now marketing will they do. Right? Now marketing they do. I was meeting a very successful business guy in Dubai today. When I met him, I said, I'd like to host you on my Rolls Royce show. You know what the guy told me? He said, we have 5 Rolls Royce. Those are the kind of people I'm dealing with now. Right? Like, in fact, now I'm thinking that, you know what, let me not best myself. Let me tell you, for his own episode, let's use his Rolls Royce. That's what I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying to myself. But I will get 5 Rolls Royce. Okay? What if my own Rolls Royce is is the least of his 5? But my point is, these things are marketing. And many of you need to brainwash yourself. You need to change your mindset. Somebody takes picture in a lovely place, say he's trying to show off. He doesn't know you. I don't know you guys. You are 206 people watching. I don't know you. So I can't be doing certain things to impress you. I don't know you. It doesn't make sense. We do these things for marketing. Right? To attract caliber of people. So with that guy now, when I told him I do a show, Investment Chat in a Rolls Royce, what happened? He connected with me. I said, oh, I have 20. There was another guy, oh, I do race. So all these things are things rich people do, and that's how they connect themselves. So go to where rich people are. Connect with them. Begin to mix up with them. If they play golf, go and start mess. In fact, some of them, they are quite humble. When they see that you are playing away, they know you are JJ. They say, hey, let me teach you. You know what? You hold it this way. And that's how you start building good friends. Okay? Are we learning, guys? If you're learning, type, I'm learning. Come on, everybody, type, I'm learning. If you're learning, please share this video 50 times. Invite people here. If you're learning, type, I'm learning. Get everybody in here. So, go to where rich people hang out, okay? It's one of the biggest ways to be a successful agent. When I got here in Dubai, in the morning, I go and play golf. And then from golf, I go to my office, Right? That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. Number 3. Are you ready for number 3? If you're ready for number 3, tap I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Come on. Tap I'm ready, I'm ready. This one, you must never forget. If you play with the rest, don't play with this one. Okay? Don't play with this one. Be humble. Okay? Can everybody type be humble? Now, let me tell you this. 2 P's you cannot afford to have. Poverty and pride. And I learned something today. Right? I learned something powerful today. A woman said this to her daughter. Right? 2 losers in this world. Proud and ignorant and shy people. I'm not kidding. She said to her daughter. So there are 2 poor people in this world. People who are shy and people who are ignorant. You must never be any of the 2. Don't be shy, don't be ignorant. But my own principle is be humble and stay humble. What is the secret to attracting rich people? It's called honor. Everybody type honor. Everybody type honor. That's the secret. And the only way to give honor is to be humble. Just how you saw. Be courteous. You will meet all these rich people. Sometimes what they do may look insulting to you. Sometimes you feel a bit upset. Sometimes you think they talk anyhow. Sometimes you think their words are too harsh. Be humble. You cannot be poor and arrogant at the same time. If a rich man is correcting you, just say, sir, I'm not used to this, but I'm going to learn. Don't say, no, sir, you don't understand. You didn't get this right. Oh, no, sir. And then the person is looking at you. What are you talking about? Right? If a successful man is teaching you what he took him to make it, you now think you have your own method and your own method is different. What are you talking about? And I see many young people do that. You are the one that say, I am a rich man, you want to learn from me. Now I am telling you what to do. You are literally correcting me. Many of you make these mistakes. Stop it. Show honor. Tell them, sir, I'm ready to learn. Be humble. I always tell people, and this is one of my biggest secrets to all the rich people that I have. Right? I will never be rude to them. I can find a way if I disagree to separate myself for any reason I want to disconnect, but it will not be that I'm rude. It will not be that we fought. Right? I will find a way to use emotional intelligence to manage them. And they will not even know I have kind of separated myself from them. But when I want to learn from you, I'm on your neck. I will come to your office. I will wait if I need to wait. I will knock at your door. If you tell me to sit, I will sit. If you tell me to run errand, if you tell me to buy you coffee, if I need to carry your bag, whatever you need me to do, I will do. I need to learn from you. Many of you, you will come to me. You want to learn from Dr. Stephen. One statement, sir, I disagree with you. I disagree. Sir, I disagree. Dr. Stephen, you're wrong. You're wrong. Even you, any of you watching me, you do it on Facebook. If you know better than I do, why not? Oh yeah, go ahead now. Abi, you kuku know better than me. I am ready to hear. Abi, who is the teacher? Right? You are the one that came, you said you saw my success. And because of that, you want to learn from Dr. Stephen. Only for the same you. I will say something. No, Dr. Stephen, I disagree. You know, you're wrong there. You're wrong. If I'm wrong, then teach me, my teacher. I will listen. But 2 of us can't be talking at the same time. 2 P's you cannot afford to have. Poverty and pride. Young people, calm down. Be humble. Our generation is a proud generation. Nobody can teach you. You know everything. Everything you know. Everything you know. Everybody is wrong except you. Everybody is wrong except you. This is why this generation is struggling financially. We are too arrogant. We know it all. Nobody knows it all. We know in parts. And when you meet people who have result in the area of what they are teaching, keep quiet and listen to them. Because if you indeed know, okay, then you will be richer than them. Shebi, it's about who knows more financially now. Akuku didn't come to your marriage and start telling you I know better. I only will teach you about what I've done in my marriage that has worked. I did not come and tell you about your tradition in your village and say your tradition in your village is wrong. It is what has made me money that I'm teaching you, and you are still trying to correct me. Are you okay? Right? Sometimes I ask people, I say, I don't understand this level of arrogance. I don't understand. I signed my business with 1,000 naira. I have built a multi-billion naira corporation. This year, our financial target is 20 billion naira in sales. That's our goal this year, 20 billion. You never even do 500 million. I am talking about strategy I use. You can't speak big grammar. Oga. Poverty and pride, you can't have them together. If you will be proud, be rich. If you are poor, be humble so that people will use your humility to help you. But you are proud and you are arrogant and you are poor and you are proud at the same time. Even God can't help you. The Bible says God resists the proud. But He lifts up the humble. God lifts up the humble. So when you reach rich people, they are very conscious of this. Very wealthy people. I have noticed them. When I meet a lot of the rich people, when they start talking in their area, I say, yes, sir. Even when I think I know something, I will keep quiet. I say, sir, teach me more, sir. I want to learn. Right? I want to learn. Right? I want to learn because you have more result than I do. Which grammar do I want to say? What I'm about to say, you most likely will know because you once were at my level. It is what you are about to say that I don't know. So I need to keep quiet and listen. God give us 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils. You know what? 1 mouth. You know what? See twice, hear twice, smell twice, talk once. Everybody type it. See twice, listen twice, smell twice, talk once. I want everybody to type it. God gave us 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, 1 mouth. So that you see twice, you listen twice, you smell twice, and you talk once. Shh. Fam. Many of us are talking too much. That's why we're poor. We prefer to talk rich than actually being rich. We prefer to look rich than actually being rich. Wake up. Did you get value today? If you got value, type I got value. So I'm supposed to continue. The last one is land banking. This land banking is how I made, billions of naira in Nigeria through land banking. And many of my students are multi-millionaires today through land banking. How many of you want to learn about land banking? So I'm going to be sharing that tomorrow. How many of you will be here tomorrow? If you're going to be here tomorrow, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here right now. Also, how many of you have at least $10,000 to invest in real estate in Nigeria and you need me to help you? Okay? If you have, type I have, I have. If you already have, I'm not saying you are trying to get, you are looking for, you already have right now up to $10,000, okay, and you are willing to invest it in real estate in Nigeria, and you need me to teach you how to do this, okay, just type I have it, I have it, I have it. How many of you? You have $10,000 already, not that you will soon have. It's already available. I want to mentor you on how I have some fantastic juicy investment, and I'll be giving some very special discounts so that you can practice what we're teaching and begin to own property for yourself. And what I'm going to be sharing with you is the one of rental income. I have some off-plan sales where you can own 2-bedroom, 5-bedroom, 3-bedroom. Off-plan is cheaper off-plan. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. One of my students bought 2-bedroom for 38 million April this year, April, May, and she's doing off-plan. It's paying installment. As I speak to you, that same 2-bedroom is 48 million. Right? She's made over 10 million even before finish paying. Capital appreciation. Right? So I'm going to be showing you this type of investment that you can do, where even before you finish paying for that house, the value of that house has grown more than inflation that is catching up on it. Number two is also the fact that you can then rent it out and start getting rental income. I have a juicy location for you. So for those of you who say you have, chat me personally on this my US line, +1 8577 01 5527. Okay, WhatsApp chat only. There are a couple of rules. Don't call me, chat me. And when you chat me, straight up your name, your budget, and just type I'm interested in off-plan housing. Okay, please let me say it again. You chat me on +1 8577 01 5527. WhatsApp chat only. Don't call. You don't even need to greet me. Some of you, you don't know my family, so don't do hi. They're waiting for me to say hello. Then you say, I'm fine. How are you? I don't have that time. I have so many people to attend to. I normally even charge to counsel people on real estate investment. So please don't waste my time. Time is money. You already have a budget of minimum $10,000. And so chat me up, your full name, not John what? I have several John I know. Full name, okay, your budget, and just use the word off-plan housing. Okay, so the number again, I've just pinned the number +1 8577 01 5527. Again, +1 8577 01 5527. That's the number you can chat. I'm going to attend only to the first 10 people to chat me up tonight. Again, any other person can call the office. I'm not the customer care. So my time is very scarce, and I'm trying to ration it well. Remember, God gave all of us 24 hours, rich, poor. No matter who you are, black, white, Caucasian, all of us have 24 hours. It's how you maximize your 24 hours that determines how rich or how poor you are. So if you do not respect people's time, you don't respect their life. I tell people, if you don't respect my time, you don't respect my life. Because we don't live daily, we die daily. The 2 hours I've spent teaching you today has been subtracted from all the hours I will spend in my life. It's gone. And I spent it sharing with you, teaching you guys. Okay? 2 hours. So when we don't respect people's time, we're missing. Okay? So learn to value people. And that's one of the reasons why many of you don't have rich friends. You must learn when you meet wealthy people to value. They love when you show that you value the time they've committed. Some of you are not thanking me now. I spent 2 hours training you for free. Right? Yet, the same me, I charge $2,000 per hour to do one-on-one coaching. And I spent 2 hours doing that for free. Okay? Some of you didn't even say thank you. If I was gossiping now, you thank me for gossiping. If I'm abusing Buhari, many of you will have thanked me for abusing Buhari. Yet, my abuse of Buhari does not change Buhari, does not touch Buhari, and does not add 1 kobo to your own pocket. Let's learn to show, let people know you value them, in their lifetime. Okay? It's key. Follow me on Instagram and on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube and Instagram, Dr. S. Akintayo. There's so much value you're going to get. Okay? Follow those platforms, Dr. S. Akintayo. Okay? Dr. S. Akintayo on Instagram and on YouTube. Go there. There's so much value. I promise you, you're going to thank me when you go to my YouTube and Instagram. So go now so you don't forget it. You will literally thank me. There's so much content. If you enjoyed this on my Instagram and YouTube, you will pray for me. I'm not even kidding you guys. So go to my Instagram, quickly subscribe, okay, to my Instagram. Again, Dr. S. Akintayo. I want to thank all of you who have been thanking me, okay? Come on, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Don't do now. Abba. And because I can't threaten you now, all of you now can't thank me. So if I no threaten you now, say my ghost go come when I dream. Now no go thank me, eh? I love you all. Thank you for listening. I'm Dr. Stephen Akintayo. I love you. Good night, everybody. God bless you all. Love you.